Super Bowl Sunday, February 9th, 2024, the year of our Lord. You're locked into Doing Lines as part of Let's Not Do This
It's
podcast.
2025.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah,
2025.
you're close. You're only one off.
Yeah. Hey, I go by the Gregorian calendar, sir. 2025. You got the big O Leon Oliver sitting alongside the two of the unwise men, Scotty Too Hottie and America's worst house guest, Chris Green. Before we get into things, it is February 9th. I just realized that. Happy birthday to my brother. You're probably not watching, but, fuck you. All right, so here we go. Speaking of fuck you, Chris, how are you doing, sir?
I'm doing okay. Had adult game night last night. That was a blast.
Ooh, would you play Hide the Sausage?
We did. Have you ever played Secret Hitler? It's a really good game.
The comments of Chris Green are not the comments of those endorsed, but Let's Not Do This
Leon-
podcast. Or is
Leon's been playing that. Leon's been playing that his whole life.
It's like Mafia. It's a variation of Mafia. It's fun.
Was,
then we
was
did
Bryce
trivia.
Mitchell there? You didn't enjoy that.
Jeez, right off the bat. Okay, Elon. Let's go on. So,
Sending my heart out.
Did you enjoy your game night?
I did. It was a good time.
Scotty, how are you this morning? Ooh, this spicy Bloody Mary is good.
Good. Ordered a medium iced coffee for Dunkin'. They gave me a large. My
Oh yeah.
toilet will not be happy, but good start. I've been killing it. This month. Betting. Had my first losing day of the month yesterday, but that was because of USC. I was up until decided to bet the main event to not go the distance. I always fall for that bet. That's the bet I've probably lost the most money on, was UFC fights to not go the distance, and I keep falling for it. I'm like, oh, Sean Strickland's going to come out and actually be aggressive. No, he just got his ass kicked for 5 rounds.
Did you watch it?
But
Or
yeah, it wasn't a great fight. I thought I was going to get stopped. DDP broke his nose like
I
pretty
saw
bad.
the highlight of that. Yeah.
Or broke Strickland's nose, yeah. But other than that, I've been on an absolute tear. I went 3 out of 4 days hitting a pretty good parlay I sent to you guys. So
Yeah, send it
hopefully make some more.
before it's over.
before
so
it
that
goes
we can
up.
feel it.
If I do that, it's not going to hit.
Some of
And then
us
I feel
over here,
bad. I will start. Well, and also it's always like last minute. It's like it's about to tip off, and I'm putting stuff in. I'll try to send them out to you, and then they'll lose, and then I'll feel bad that y'all lost money.
Oh,
But yeah, let's Jesus, Leon.
What the fuck is going on right now?
Super Bowl Sunday, baby. We're doing it for America. Straight. I love gin and
You're
tonic.
not going to make it to the
Yeah,
game.
just a little airplane bottle, just a little nip, just take the edge off. Little Bombay Sapphire.
But yeah, been making some money. Let's make some more money today.
Yeah. Well, I'm sitting here struggling right now, rubbing 2 sticks together because I'm the moron that puts in 19 and 20 leg parlays and hits 18 legs of them. So,
because you do super large favorites. Also, you can't get mad at losing a parlay.
No, you can't.
Because it's a parlay. Anything plus 200 or more, it's like, okay, I lost. Start doing straight bets, Leon. You'll start making money, but you're not going to.
I need. I was going to say our buddy Ryan had all the money. He was the bankroller. I need his bank account. To paste those big straight bets there. I think he had more luck betting than any of us. Hopefully, I know he's watching the Super Bowl upstairs. We do miss him indeed. Man, all right. So let's get into this. Speaking of Super Bowl, before we get into our picks and bets and props and all that good stuff. Super Bowl memories I kind of want to start off with. I want to see if there's any particular game or was there something that happened on that day that stood out to you guys. I have a story I want to tell, but before that, I will just say, speaking of Ryan, I always loved when he would come over for the Super Bowl because I never had to worry about the leftovers. I just knew like that Ryan to go box was all packed and ready to go. About 8 to 12 beers, 4 slices of pizza. He was one year he came over. We got a pizza. I had to turn sideways to get into the house, and literally the pizza shifted in the box, so it was like all fucked up looking. Like when I put it on the table and we opened it, and just the look on his face of like. But yeah, it was. But yeah, do you guys have a Super Bowl memory that stands out?
My first Super Bowl memory was when I realized. Well, it was what was it? The 94-95 when San Francisco beat the Chargers.
Yes, when they Stan Humphries
Stan
quarterback
Humphries.
the
Yeah,
San Diego Superchargers.
I was so proud that I knew who Stan Humphries was. I don't know why, because that guy was terrible. But that's one that sticks out to me. That's the first one I remember watching. And then I'm a big fan of the commercials. So it was probably around late, probably 96, 97, 98, somewhere where oh shit. Sorry. When the was commercial came
Oh
on.
yeah. That was good. That was good
Great.
marketing.
Yeah, great marketing. So
And Anheuser-Busch has some gems over the years. The What's Up, the Budweiser Frogs.
Oh, yeah.
I remember the Bud Bowl when like Budweiser was playing Bud Light, the bottle was playing football. That was great. I remember there was one.
the Clydesdales kicking the field goal.
Yeah, the
That
Clydesdales
was
kicking
fun.
the field goal. And there was one when I was
Blood
a
had all the
kid.
good ones.
There was like fumble. They yelled and like everyone was diving out of the television and like they knocked over the guy in the recliner to recover. So when I was a kid, I used to recreate that like every Super Bowl after that with my dad. So at some point, I would just yell fumble and just dive like a bat out of hell and like spear my old man. He was a good sport, kind of like Phil Margera, just taking it, you know. Yeah, Scotty, you got a Super Bowl memory? I'm sure you were losing Twix betting kids on the outcome of Super Bowl 38 or something like that.
Yeah, it's been so long since Washington's won one that I don't really remember. So my favorite one is probably 2008, the Giants ruining the Patriots' perfect season. But kind of just that whole day, the the day before, me and Justin went and saw one of our friends out of town and got super wasted. So we're both hungover the next day. We end up getting back to my place, like the game had started. We missed half of the first quarter. Get to my house, I have like two friends waiting outside with like beer, just standing outside waiting on me. I'm like, oh shit, it's the only time I've missed part of the Super Bowl. But so yeah, just that drive back, being hungover, but then getting to see one of the best moments in the Super Bowl. I'm sure most people wanted the Patriots to lose and not have that perfect season. Just the way that game ended, the catch, Eli Manning scrambling and all that. Yeah, just that whole day and the game was pretty crazy.
That was a phenomenal game. Phenomenal game. The Giants have been involved in some great Super Bowls. The first one I remember as a kid was 20-19 over Buffalo. That's the first game I ever remember. Scott Norwood missing that field goal wide right, I believe it was. And yeah, Whitney Houston, the national anthem during the Gulf War. I mean, that was just amazing. But Scotty, going back to that same Super Bowl, our good friend Michael Biseglia, who co-host of the Bad Weather Fans podcast, him and I used to live together. I still don't know how that happened. But Mike's a big Giants fan, of course, from Jersey, and I was still a fan of the Washington Redskins because they still existed then before they, lost their goddamn minds. And I remember, like, I can't root for the Giants. Like, it's a division rival. But then I didn't have the respect that I would later develop for the Patriots in the Patriot way. So I hated them at that point. So I did root for the New York Football Giants. And Mike and I got hammered 3 separate times that day. We woke up, immediately started drinking, got hammered. We sobered up. Our other roommate woke up. People started to come over. There was a game we used to play called Landmines where you would take a bottle cap and pluck it and like it would spin. You got to like drink a beer. And then as these beers get empty, if the bottle cap hits the thing and falls over, you have to drink. So as you drink more beers, you're going to drink more beers because there's bottle caps all over. I mean, there's cans all over and the bottle cap can't spin. So we just played Landmines and just got obliterated. We like took a nap, sobered up again, had people come over, went to the clubhouse in our community, crashed the clubhouse Super Bowl party. We stole like half a pizza and a case of beer out of the community fridge. Came back and got hammered again during the game. And after the Giants won, I ended up on my porch smoking victory cigars with one Michael Biseglia and Making Gunter, who is also co-host of the Greenlight podcast with Chris Long. We were out there smoking cigars, celebrating a Giants win over the Patriots, while I was fully decked out in Redskins apparel, rooting for the New York Football Giants. That was probably my favorite Super Bowl of all time. And then I drunkenly walked quarter mile, mile and a half, something. I don't know. I'm bad with distances. To my
That's a huge variance.
Yeah, to my to my now wife, then girlfriend's apartment, dodging traffic, drunk. It was a hell of a Super Bowl, I can tell you that.
Speaking of apparel, I don't like how you two are matching.
I have red, white, and blue. Chris has fascist colors.
Well, coming through the coming through the computer screen here, it looks the same.
Scotty, what are you working on? A Daewoo over there? What is it? Commodore 64?
I'm on a MacBook, sir.
He's got the old MacBook he used to play Oregon Trail on back in school back in the day. Actually, no. Scotty has more money than all of us. Probably has more money than Elon Musk. All right, let's get into these props to get into the show. Before we go into our Super Bowl props and everything like that, I do have one pick that is non-Super Bowl that I wanted to get out there. As I realize we're streaming, by the way, on Facebook Live and on YouTube. I do apologize. We are not streaming on Rumble currently. I will upload the show to Rumble. Looks like some technical difficulties there. And by technical difficulties, I forgot to set up the broadcast on Rumble. But I will upload the video there. But going into it, I got a pick. So do you guys watch any other sports on Super Bowl Sunday? Or are you just locked in on football?
I probably might catch some of the basketball game before, whether that be college or NBA.
Okay. What about you? Nothing.
I got a fucking 1-year-old birthday party at 2:00 this afternoon.
I don't know who those people are. I'm sure they're nice people.
It's Kevin's little sister.
Okay, I never mind. Thank you for stopping me from saying what I was going to say. Thank you for stopping me for saying what I was going to say.
That's why they're letting you. That's why they're letting you around their kid.
Exactly.
That makes sense.
On this show, we used to pull out yellow cards and red cards back in the day. That was definitely a yellow card if I finished that statement. So, thank you, Chris, for stopping me.
Gotcha.
You knew where I was going.
Yes, I did.
But here we go. So, non-sports pick for you here. One of my favorite Super Bowl Sunday traditions is always watching the Washington Capitals on Frozen Pond. They're at home again, continuing their tradition, taking on the Utah Hockey Club. Caps are a goal and a half favorite. Over under is 5.5. 12:30 on ESPN Plus. Boys, this is Washington's, I believe, 17th consecutive Super Bowl Sunday playing, and they're 32nd since 1988. Here's the kicker here. You know I love to catch someone coming off a back-to-back. Utah was in Raleigh last night. The Hurricanes kicked the extra point. 7-3, Carolina trounced Utah. Right now, the Utah Hockey Club, they're 8 points out of the final wild card spot in the West. It's been a kind of an up and down year for them. Obviously, they've had to deal with everything with the franchise relocating and moving. They got a break coming up. They don't play again, I believe, after today until the 22nd. They got a break for that Four Nations face-off coming up in hockey. These guys took it on the chin last night. And then you got to turn around and play a day game. They just want to get back to Utah. They want to get back to their families. If they're not playing in Four Nations, they want to take a break. Washington is going to roll in this one. Take the Caps minus the goal and a half. And I forgot to look at the prop, but Alex Ovechkin right now is sitting on 879, 16 goals away from breaking Wayne Gretzky's record. I do like Ovi to tally one here. Probably an empty netter late, honestly, to go up to 880. But yeah, Washington, big on Super Bowl Sunday over, I would expect a very listless Utah Hockey Club. So just want to put that out there, a little free money for you boys and girls.
Go Caps, go.
I'm going to fade you.
You know,
just because I haven't watched any hockey this year, but typically when a team gets blown out, unless they're like one of the worst teams in the league or they're just terrible, I usually like to, in any sport, I like to, well, they're 500, 23 and 23. Is that bad in hockey. I don't know. I haven't watched any hockey this
No,
year.
no,
I
Utah.
only watch about 5 games a year, anyways. So
You remember hockey is a little misleading because that 9 is overtime losses. So your 23 wins, 23 losses, 9
okay.
overtime losses.
I forgot they did that. Weirdos.
So yeah, I don't expect much from Utah. 4-point night. By the way, no, was it 4 points? No, it was a 6-point night last night for Seth Jarvis for Carolina. So big players have big games against them. I'm going to go with Ovi to have a big one. Tom Wilson, I think, will get a point in this one too for Washington. So I digress.
He'll get penalty minutes. We know
that. Hey, he's the guy that you love to hate if he's not on your team. All right, let's move on over and get into Super Bowl here. Coming up, what is that? 6:30 kickoff. Super Bowl kickoff is always weird because it's gonna
be like 6:42.
Yeah, something like that. It's something weird, but we got
move the game to Saturday.
Really does need to be Super Bowl Saturday. It should be, but Super Bowl, what was this? 59. We got the Chiefs and the Eagles. Kansas City is a 1-point favorite. Over under 48.5. 6:30 on Fox. We'll get into the actual game and the over under, the picks, and all that stuff a little bit later. But we got some props here. Who wants to start off with their props for this game?
I can start. We're just gonna do all. We're doing all 3.
Yeah, you want to go through all 3 of your props? Sure, why not?
All right.
I introduce another beverage, the old Fireball.
Oh my god, dude! This is way too early for that. I hate you.
What is happening?
We're living in America, baby.
Good God!
We just lost half our viewers. Doesn't say much.
Fresh. They should make Fireball toothpaste. I would buy Fireball toothpaste.
It's called cinnamon, bro.
Yeah, but I want like I want like a boozy toothpaste. Bless you. As my wife walks through
that's not
a live broadcast, it sneezes.
That's not a terrible idea, actually.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people that have issues sometimes don't take care of their teeth, so
Exactly. You hand these things out at the detox
center. What the fuck are we doing right now?
Leon talked about Fireball toothpaste. What the fuck?
I love it. All right, go on. I'm sorry.
First pick. I'm going Dallas Goedert. You can get this on FanDuel over 50.5 receiving yards. He had 85 against my Commanders. They've been feeding the rock more. He had 56 the week before that. The Chiefs have been the worst team in the league yardage-wise against tight ends. Their corners are going to not shut down the receivers of the Eagles, but make things hard on them. Maybe open some things up for Goddard over the middle. So, yeah, give me over 50.5 receiving yards for Dallas Goedert.
I don't mind that. What are you guys laughing at?
You pouring another fucking drink after you took a swing of Fireball. What is wrong with you today?
I'm on 4 drinks right now, okay? I'm well, this one's empty. I just finished it. I gotta get another one. I'm tapping the Rockies. I'm drinking gin. I got I got Bloody Marys. I had some and I got Fireball. So yeah, I'm on 4 drinks right now. You heard of 2 Chainz? I'm 4 drinks.
You're not. I hate you. You're not gonna make it for the Super Bowl.
Good God.
Go on. So I do like that play a lot, actually.
Yeah, play your tight end against the Chiefs. So that's my first pick. My second pick is I gotta remember my picks now. Okay, got it. I didn't do any notes, and I did all these picks last night, so I'm trying to remember. Second one, Xavier Worthy over 5.5 receptions. So he's gonna get 6 catches. He's hit the over on his reception number 9 games in a row. Now, a few of those he only had 5, but the prop was 4.5. But I do expect the pass to be in play for a majority of the game. I don't see either team running away with this one. And the last game against the Bills, he had 6 catches, but he should have had 7. He had one that was called a catch, and then they went back and called it a run. But for that D-line of the Eagles, I think they like to draw up those quick passes to him. So I think we'll see a couple bubble screens or whatever, get him a couple cheap receptions. And I think we'll get to that 6 reception number that we need.
I like that. I like that.
All right. And my favorite pick. This is a stupid pick to make for the podcast because we just do win loss here. This is plus 180 on DraftKings. It's plus 140 most places else. This is a bet I like to do most Super Bowls. This is probably not the best one, but it's why it's plus 180. It's over 2.5 players to attempt to pass. I remember, yeah, I remember the Rams Bengals Super Bowl. I had this bet, and I racked up that night. I had Odell Beckham first touchdown that cashed, and then I had this bet, and I had T. Higgins Bengals first touchdown, and the first touchdown for the Bengals was a Joe Mixon touchdown pass to T. Higgins. I was excited. Yeah, made a bunch of money on that one play. So it's always fun. Now with these two teams, in the last Super Bowl they played, only the two quarterbacks attempted passes. Neither team this year has had a non-quarterback attempt to pass. So it's not the smartest bet in the world, but I'm doing this one for fun, something I like to do. And Andy Reid, somewhere in his playbook, has some play in there that he hasn't used yet to where Mahomes either goes out on a reception or isn't the one that throws the ball. What better time to pull that out than the against his former team, the Eagles, maybe do his own Philly special. And then you have the Eagles talking about the Philly special. They've probably been watching that tape. I could see something. Maybe the Eagles come out. They want to try something new, get over that hump. Throw something they haven't seen yet. It's just a fun bet because it can happen at any time. You just need one guy, even if he throws it out of bounds, like a receiver pass or anything like that. It's just a fun bet to do. But yeah, if you like that, get it on DraftKings. It's way better odds there.
I like that. I like that. That is not bad. Is there anyone? No one jumps out to my mind that used to be a quarterback in high school or college on either one of those teams.
Travis Kelce, wasn't he?
That's right. He was a quarterback. Ooh, potentially last game for Travis Kelce too. Potentially, you could see some bullshit like that. Kansas City doing some ring around the rosy or something with Travis Kelce throwing a touchdown pass to Patrick Mahomes. That's actually not a bad play. I like that a lot, Scotty. I pretty much have cursed all three of yours because I do like them all.
Yeah. So, well, like I said, like this year, that bet is not as solid as usual. And looking back at the previous years, it's about 50-50 on whether I'm not quarterback throws the ball. But I don't know. Andy Reid's got something in his playbook he's been waiting on. He's got to.
Nice. Okay.
Could be a fake punt. You never know.
That's true too. Or a quarterback has to come out for a few plays. Backup comes in.
Yeah, I mean,
pass. Yeah.
Jalen Hurts did have a concussion. What, 6 to 8 weeks ago or something like that? I mean, you never know. Was it Tanner McKee or whatever his name is to come in for Philadelphia?
Yeah.
No, it's not bad. I like that play. I mean, hell, everyone knows Philadelphia's offenses give Saquon the ball. Maybe you load things up on a sweep or something like that. He, halfback pass. I was watching Curtis Martin highlights like 2 days ago, and he was a master of that. LaDainian Tomlinson as well, another guy that used to be able to throw in those situations.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
And that's another thing too. Like hasn't Kelce done some like jump passes in the end zone, like Tebow style, like back in the day? So you could see that.
All right. Chris, I'm sure you have something that makes no sense whatsoever that I'm going to hate.
No, I have pretty solid shit here. My first one is put the booze down. Put it down. Drink some water. God damn it. All right. My first one, probably my favorite bet of the day, is Noah Gray over 1.5 receptions. He is consistently, if Travis Kelce is covered, he is the leak on flat. He's going to get involved in the game. I also have him over 15.5 receiving yards, but that's not one of my official picks here. But Noah Gray over 1.5 receptions. My second is Patrick Mahomes over 30.5 rushing yards. I'm fairly certain he's gone 47 or more in the last 2 Super Bowls. He's going to get pressured from Carter. So he's going to be rolling out. Their offensive line isn't that great. So he's going to have plenty of opportunities. He's going to break one 15, 20 yards. That'll take a good chunk right there. And my third official pick is Dallas Goedert, anytime touchdown scorer. So we got Noah Gray over 1.5 receptions at plus 110. This is on Fanatics. Patrick Mahomes over 30.5 rushing yards at even money, and Dallas Goedert anytime touchdown at plus 290.
Okay.
I was actually looking at the Gray receiving. I almost made that bet. Mahomes, he's going to run it a lot. It's just whether he breaks a long one to get over that number. I think I might like his rush attempts more than his rushing yards. But yeah, it seems like he's turned it up running wise. Well, especially in the conference.
He's going to do what he's got to do to win.
Right.
So
yeah. And you got Joe Thuney, proud NC State alum, kicking out over to that left tackle there. Seems to be a little comfortable there, and we've seen them throughout the playoffs, kind of run that a little bit more, which is funny. I wouldn't say he's fast, but he's elusive. He's slippery. You know what I mean? Like it's like deceptive speed with Patrick Mahomes. He does enough to make a play, to extend the play, or he'll roll out because you have to cover. Because that guy will throw from whatever many arm angles, and your secondary still has to cover when he rolls out of the pocket. And the next thing you know, no one's around him. He's scampered 15 yards down the field, and it looks almost effortless until he does a little stutter step before going out of bounds, trying to make one for a flag.
Yeah. Right. You got to watch out for the flopping too. You can't touch them, so that usually gets them an extra yard or two.
Yeah. No, I like those plays.
And I do have a free bet on Goddard first touchdown, so hopefully that happens.
Cash for everybody.
Both of us.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad you mentioned that. So obviously both of you guys have been big on the tight ends. Mine are kind of long shots. Well, not long shots, but mine are a little bit heavier odds. This is from ESPN Bet.
We know.
This is under their long shot prop section. A tight end scored the first touchdown of Super Bowl 59. That is plus 400 right now on ESPN Bet. I mean, you guys pretty much summed up everything already about the tight ends. So much attention is going to be given to Saquon, especially if they get into the red zone. Philadelphia loves to leak out Dallas Goedert. I wouldn't be surprised. What's the other tight end? We've seen him in the mix. Was it Calcaterra? Yeah. I don't know why. But, well, actually, I know why. Wasn't it Grant Calcaterra, a soccer reporter? So every time I hear that name, I'm like, what the fuck is he doing? Oh, yeah. But, yeah, it wouldn't surprise me to see, Goddard or Gray or Kelsey get that first touchdown of the game. I definitely think the tight ends are going to play a big role in this game. So my first thing is I'm going ESPN Bet with a tight end to score the first touchdown at plus 400. Another one here, and I'm sorry, I like to have fun with these things. Another one here is I'm going for a record here, all-time record in the Super Bowl. Who has the all-time record for rushing yards in the Super Bowl? Do you guys know?
Timmy Smith.
Timmy Smith, former Washington Redskin there. Yeah. Back in 88 against the Broncos, ran for 204 yards there in that win. And then I don't think he was ever heard from again. He just disappeared.
No. He's like David Tyree.
Yeah, just disappeared. So I am going to go with that rushing yard prop, and I'm looking at Saquon for that. Obviously, this is on ESPN Bet. It's any player to record 205 or more rushing yards. It's plus 1,100 right now.
That's a lot of yards.
It's yards, but
risk it for this.
It's Saquon. We've seen them break off 60, 70 yarders a couple times. That Philadelphia is going to feed them the rock. All you need is to break a long one here or there. I am going to sprinkle a little bit on that. Look, at plus, what was it again? At plus 1,100, that's sexy. I like that. I'm going to take that bet. Saquon is going to set the all-time Super Bowl rushing record this evening. You heard it here first. I'm going plus 1,100 on that.
So you're doing plus 1,100 for any player?
Any player.
What is Saquon Barkley's to get 200 yards? Do you have that listed?
Let me see.
He's the only one that's going to get it.
Yeah. Easy. Yeah.
There's no reason to throw extra people in there.
you all may have to pad here while I look this
That's
up. I do
fine.
apologize.
Had something I was going to say, but I forgot.
You should click your pin
Oh
again.
yeah,
It does
you were
help.
talking about all the tight ends for the Eagles. Johnny Wilson. I don't know if he's a receiver or a tight end or if he's even on the roster anymore. Remember the big Florida State receiver, the
Yes.
rookie? Yeah, he's on their team. I see him pop up and get. I think he's had a couple catches this year.
Why am I not
If he's
seeing
suiting
this?
up, I wonder what his first touchdown is.
Johnny Wilson, by the way, sounds like he had a really shitty R&B career circa like 1979, and now he's playing in like an airport lounge in like Dubuque, Iowa. You know, like Johnny Wilson and the Wilsons. Or
Yeah,
something like
from I'm looking at the alt rushing yards on Fanatics here. Saquon 200 plus is plus 1,000. So.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. Then
yeah,
stick with your 1,100.
yeah. I'll take the plus 1,100. If I'm going to have fun with that, I'm going to have fun with that. I'm going to go with Saquon. Though I'm going to say it's going to be him, of course, to break the all-time record there. At plus 1,100. And then my last prop, it's basic, it's simple, but look, tush push, brotherly shove, whatever you want to call it, it works. Especially if you're playing the Commanders, who'll jump offside 19 times. I'm not sure if the Chiefs still jump offside 45 times. I would love a prop on if the brotherly shove happens at the goal line and the Chiefs pull a Commanders and the refs have to award a touchdown. I want to know what the prop.
First of all, I'm glad you brought that up. I'm glad you brought that up because obviously the Chiefs have had their fair share of gifts from the refs, but the refs tried to give the Eagles a touchdown because we were playing defense, because we were trying. Yeah, because their gimmick bullshit play, we were trying to stop.
Jump offside repeatedly.
We weren't intentionally jumping offside. We were trying to time the snap.
They're doing a hard count. It's not. Yeah, it's bullshit.
They're trying to time the snap. That's the only way you can stop that play. Take that bullshit play out of the NFL if you don't want people to stop it.
Amen, brother.
Well, I was going to go Jalen Hurts here. I said all this for nothing because I was going to go Jalen Hurts to score touchdown. Is at minus 115. Of course, our threshold on this show is minus 120. But then as I was looking at that, I did see Travis Kelce to score touchdown is at plus 130. They're definitely going to force feed him the football. So I don't know if he's part of that tight end to get the first score, but especially if he's going to retire, I feel like they know if it's going to happen. And I feel like if they win, what better way to go out? You win 3. We saw the props out there somewhere. We'll get into that a little bit later. Does he propose to Taylor Swift? All this bullshit. They're going to try to get him a touchdown. Travis Kelce on ESPN bet right now score touchdowns plus 130. I'm going to go ahead and ride with that one. I was going to go Jalen Hurts with the tush push, but Travis at plus 130 is too attractive to me to not do right now.
Yeah, and they like to put they don't do the tush push with Mahomes. If they do it, it's with Kelce. So if they get down to the 1.
Oh my God. Could you imagine if they bring him in there and they do a tush push with Travis Kelce against Philadelphia in the Super Bowl? A little from Andy Reid there to his old team. That would be something. Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it, would melt down. Blue Sky would be crickets because no one's fucking on there.
I don't even know what that is. So
all right. So the recap, my 3 plays. We're going to put out graphics a little bit later with those. I got plus 1,100 for the Super Bowl rushing record to be broken of 205 yards. Obviously, if anyone's going to do it, it's going to be Saquon. I'm going with that one. Then I'm also going with Travis Kelce to score a touchdown at plus 130. And then a tight end to score the first touchdown of the Super Bowl at plus 400. So those are my 3 props there. Chris, can you recap yours?
Yes, sir. Dallas Goedert, anytime touchdown, plus 290. Patrick Mahomes, over 30.5 rushing yards, even money. And Noah Gray, over 1.5 receptions at plus 110.
Boom. And then, Scotty, I'm pretty much going to tail a couple of yours, so you're doomed. What do you got?
Great. I don't have the odds because I did all these yesterday. I did see Goddard moved up to 50.5 on FanDuel. I think that's probably minus 110. So Dallas Goedert over 50.5. Receiving yards. These next two, I think, are both plus money, so we don't need to worry about that. But Xavier Worthy to get over 5.5 receptions. That was plus 105, plus 110, something like that. And then over 2.5 players to attempt to pass, plus 180 on DraftKings.
Love that.
Love that one. Love
Very,
it.
very tight end heavy.
Yeah.
I was looking
I
at
almost
some of the-
did a Kelsey one too, so I'm glad I didn't instead of Worthy.
I was looking at some of the kicking props. And I think
Oh,
FanDuel had a
Jesus.
couple.
Here we go.
FanDuel had a couple of ones as like the longest field goal over like 48.5 yards for either kicker or something like that. There was like somebody had one that was like total distance of field goals, which is interesting. Like if you combine like the length for both kickers for field goals made.
They have a touchdown yardage one for that too that I was looking at. It could be fun.
Where's the respect for the punters? Why don't we get any punting props? I love punters.
We
Because
just
it's
lost
so.
our one viewer right now.
Maybe we'll get an Australian fan out of that.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, the best part of the fights last night was Zhang Wei Li won, and she gave a speech. It was in Australia, and she did the Aussie chant, and the crowd went nuts. But the way she said it, I'm not gonna. It's gonna be racist if I do it. But
Don't do it.
it was pretty awesome. But just
Might be
she didn't say
racist.
Aussie. She put an emphasis on the S's, and it just was like for I don't know Chinese champion starting an Aussie chant. It was pretty awesome.
That might be racist.
Oh, why? I cut off part of it. I gotta reload that. Fuck it.
That's the whole thing. There's nothing else.
No, I just heard might be racist. I don't know. I thought it was supposed to be that might be racist. I don't know. Fuck it. I was funny you should say that too because the NFL announced that they're playing. I think it's 2026, playing a game in Australia. Can't wait to watch the Bears and the fucking Cardinals at 1:30 in the morning on a Saturday. Can't wait to watch that because I'm sure that's what we're sending.
I think they announced the home team. I thought it was the Titans. I might be wrong.
Even worse.
Jeez.
Which the Titans are talking about trading their first round pick and either bringing in a free agent or keeping Levis. So they'll suck for a little while longer.
Because when I think Melbourne, Australia, the Tennessee Titans come to mind. It's a kinship there. You gotta send an LA team, send the Rams or something like that. I know the Steelers are going to Ireland next year. I mean, that makes a lot of sense. The Rooney, he used to be an ambassador over there. You got a lot of Irish heritage in that area and stuff. That makes a lot of sense. It's going to be a Pittsburgh fans travel. That makes sense. But you can't fucking see the Titans. We don't want to see the Titans in America.
Let them. They want to see some points. Let them see some points.
That's what we need to do. What two teams punted the most in the NFL and send them over there?
Not the Commanders.
It's always funny though. Usually the Pro Bowl punters come from bad teams.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Obviously, because
they got to send somebody.
It's just So your team's bad when people talk about how good the punter is.
It's like
Tress Way. When people used to talk about how good Tress Way was, that's when we were terrible. Now you barely hear about him.
Yeah, because he's just sitting on the sideline watching the game like the rest of us.
It's like Major League Baseball. The All-Star game, all the teams get represented. It's like, when the Royals were losing like 115 games a year, you would see some middle reliever from Kansas City show up to pitch the third inning or whatever. Yeah. What do we got? Eagle, ignore the watermark official. Okay, I thought I said Igor. I can't read. I blame the alcohol. Ignore the watermark official.
Igor.
What do you think? What do you think about Juju? Well, I can tell you this.
Juju's actually a guy, I feel like just a moment. He's a veteran. I'm not saying he's going to get 100 yards, but I do feel like he can have some moments. He's a guy that if you're looking at a long shot, first touchdown, I don't know what his odds are, but that could be something worth looking at. I think he could have a couple moments tonight.
I believe I tossed in as I try to log back into my prize
plus
picks.
550 according to Caesars for anytime touchdown on
anytime.
Juju.
Okay, what's first
plus
touchdown?
Plus 3,000.
That's really good odds for that.
Yeah, I was supposed to, that's not bad.
30 to 1.
That.
31's where I might go put that in actually.
So on Prize Picks, which is obviously fantasy, but they had Juju over 16 and a half receiving yards over under. I went over on that as part of a Prize Picks parlay there. They also on Prize Picks, I did have McDuffie to defend the pass for Kansas City. I was looking for that on some of the other things for like Cooper. Is it DeJean or Dejan for Philadelphia? DeJean. I was looking for Cooper DeJean in like pass breakups or something like that. I do think he'll be a big factor into this game. I like Philadelphia secondary. By the way, I like them a lot.
Does anybody have tackles for loss? Because I was looking for that earlier.
Oh man,
I want to see what Jalen Carter's tackles for loss over under is.
I heard this morning that he's battling an illness.
Yes,
that could just be bullshit. And also, Quinyon Mitchell, I think, is battling the illness also.
And
this could just be smoke screens, but
Brandon Graham activated from the IR as well for Philadelphia. So we'll see if he goes. And if he goes, who sits down there? I'm intrigued by Philadelphia's defensive line in this game. Philadelphia doesn't get a lot of sacks. They don't blitz a lot, obviously. But Patrick Mahomes gets the ball out quick. I mean, he's probably one of the hardest guys in this league to sack. And then when you do pressure him, he's really elusive. So I look at this as kind of like, you would think the way Philadelphia runs the football, and you would think, okay, ground and pound, control the clock, keep Mahomes and that offense off the field. Philadelphia doesn't do that. Their running offense is a quick strike running offense. I've never seen a quick strike running offense. Maybe Nebraska football in like 1994 with Tommy Frazier or something, but I've never seen a team that runs the ball and scores quickly like that, like Philadelphia does. I don't know. We'll get into our picks for this game a little bit later, but over-under is 48.5. I put in a score prediction last night, but now as I talk about this and we think about this game more, I don't know. I might be feeling it over. I don't know. We'll see where we go on that.
Well, the score prediction you gave would be the over. Come on now.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Math.
Couldn't get the year right to start. No, you don't know.
Drink
what
another one,
24 is.
Back to by the way, if I'm not projectile vomiting by the time Kendrick Lamar, which by the way, I will continue my tradition of not watching the Super Bowl halftime show. Last time I did, the Rolling Stones played was the last time I watched the halftime show because they don't program it for me. It's not for me, and I get that. I understand that, so I don't watch it.
They had the Who like 10 years ago.
Yeah, it was longer ago than that.
I
haven't watched. The only halftime show I watched is when the Dallas Cowboys play at Thanksgiving, because at least they'll bring out like Luke Combs or something. They know their audience.
Or
NFL,
Creed.
Yeah. Creed. Oh my God, Creed. Yes, but yeah, they know their
Hold
audience.
me now.
Whatever that thing that was flying.
Yeah,
Played that at the bar last night.
My wife is going to have to hold me later as I projectile vomit during the halftime show from all this booze.
I don't know if you're going to make
Don't do it.
This podcast.
Don't do it, Carla.
Oh. Woo.
It's so disgusting.
I smell
what's wrong with you?
I smell like a golf tournament. I got gin, I got vodka, I got Fireball in me, I got beers. I smell like a golf tournament.
That's not what you smell like.
All right, let's get into some of these zany props here. Scotty, I believe you went to one of these illegal offshore gambling sites and pulled this up.
I don't know if it's illegal or not.
That might.
That's a gray area. But yeah, let's see.
Can we get Doge on that?
No, keep them away. So, Chris, real quick, they don't
zoom in a little bit here.
They don't have the first song.
Kendrick Lamar showed nipple during the halftime show.
That's hilarious. Can you give the first song to be played?
Yeah, the Action Network has odds on the first and last songs here. Let's see. So, just a couple of the more popular songs. Humble is the favorite at plus 115. Not Like Us, the America's anthem against
Is
Drake.
that okay?
Plus
That's the
210.
Drake diss song. They
Yes,
all
sir.
they
Won a
all the
Grammy.
kids like. Okay,
That won a
Won a
Grammy.
okay.
Amazing.
Yeah,
His
Grammys mean a lot when Beyonce wins country album. I'll save that for another
Okay.
show.
Relax, dude.
Right thoughts with Leon Thursdays on Rumble.
Jesus
Wrong thoughts.
His latest single, Squabble Up, plus 430. His first single, Swimming Pools, plus 750. And Bitch Don't Kill My Vibe at plus 900 for the first song he's going to perform.
So
What was DNA?
DNA
That's my favorite.
is plus 210, second best odds.
So
That's
I
fine.
believe ODB said, "Bitch better have my money." Kendrick Lamar is saying, "Bitch don't kill my vibe."
Correct.
Okay,
Good song.
I'll
It
take
is.
the money thing because
And
money's very important.
the last song odds, Not Like Us. I honestly, I'm hoping for it, and I kind of expect it that he performs that twice. Just to shit on Drake just a little bit more,
Why would he
especially with the
play the same
lawsuit,
song twice?
because it's that good.
But if you go to see the Who,
Whenever-
they're not
when-
playing Bobo O'Reilly twice.
Yeah, but there's an active beef, and he calls him a pedophile, and it's hilarious.
I would
don't
think the NFL would
he's
want
gonna
to
play it
shy
twice.
away from controversy. I'm sure they'll do one of those medley bullshits where like you play 30 seconds of this song, 30 seconds. I'm sure they're going to tell him, quick hitter, get this song out here. Probably be the first one. Quick hitter, get it out of here, get it done, and move on. They don't want controversy. You got 9-year-old girls watching the game and 71-year-old grandmothers and stuff.
Yeah, we have to protect those 9-year-old girls from Drake, allegedly. And then we got celebrity guests to appear on stage. Fan favorite of the podcast, Taylor Swift, plus 440.
Vomit.
They do have a song together.
Wait, Kendrick
Janet
Lamar and
Jackson.
Taylor Swift have a song together?
Yeah, Bad Blood remix.
No idea. Okay.
Jay-Z plus 1,800 and Drake plus 3,500. That would be something.
Possible. My favorite one on
Wait a minute.
bet online here.
U2 plus 1,500.
Okay.
I saw a prop. Obviously, President Trump is going to be at the game, and he is doing like the, I guess, halftime interview or something like that. And I forget who it was, but somebody had a prop of who will get more airtime during the Super Bowl, Taylor Swift
that.
or President Trump. And I forget the
Ooh.
odds on that, but I gotta say, if you're factoring in the actual interview, that's the thing. I don't know if that's factoring in the interview. It's got to be Trump because the interview is probably going to be 2 to 3 minutes at least. I would imagine.
Is this a
Yeah, if they
network
factor that
interview,
in.
or is this a separate interview for a different station?
What do you mean?
Or first of all, what channel
it-
is the Super Bowl on? I have no idea.
Well, the banner
Fox.
that's been up
Oh,
at the
it's
bottom.
on Fox. So Fox is interviewing him. Do we know who's interviewing him?
I have no idea.
Interesting.
Yeah, if they factor that in, then it's Trump for sure. If
I
not,
don't
then
think-
it
I don't
depends
think-
on how good Travis Kelce does.
I don't think they're going to bring anyone from Fox News or anything like that. Fox, the channel itself, we're not a political show, but they tend to, like, when things like this, stay away from the Fox News people. It would be too divisive. I'm sure it'd be like Jay Glazer or Aaron Andrews or something, like.
There's no way Aaron Andrews is interviewing him. There's no way. I would put my money on Jay Glazer, if anybody.
Terry Bradshaw interviews
Jesus
President
Christ.
Trump.
Talk about dementia.
I hope they sit beside each other and have drinks together, just to piss everybody off.
But Jay Glazer has the MMA Dana White connection, so
That is
I
true.
can see that.
That is true. They can like talk about Khabib for like 3 minutes or something, That would be great. But yeah, there was a prop I saw on Forbes. Forbes had listed this, but they didn't list who it came from. But who will be the first post on social media after the game. President Trump or
Ooh.
Taylor Swift. Trump was minus 500. Swift
Yeah,
is
Yeah.
plus
for
is
sure.
plus 300. Yeah, because especially if the Chiefs win, she's going to
She'll
be
be on
down
the
the
field.
field and she's going to be making out. It's going to be like, when you're in high school and you win a football game or you win a soccer game. I know you guys wouldn't know anything about winning games, but you would, make out with your girls afterward. Like that. That's what that is.
First of all, why are you taking shots?
I don't know what you mean by that.
It's the booze, baby. It's the booze.
Yeah, we need to get you off of here before you say something crazy. But I do like this one. Some anthem specials. Seen crying first during the national anthem.
Mm,
Chris Jones minus 400. Nick Sirianni plus 250.
Sirianni.
Ooh.
Sirianni.
Yeah, there's odds. Yeah, if they're both
Sirianni's,
crying, it just depends on who they go to first, and the head
Sirianni's,
coach is going to be shown first.
Sirianni's cried during the anthem before. It's Philadelphia. Think about it. It's the national anthem. It's Philadelphia. It's a former U.S. capital. It's the Eagles. It's our national bird. If I'm tech directing this show, I am going to Philadelphia's coach first during the anthem, and he's going to be shedding a tear. Nick Sirianni. I love it.
I want to see a No Sean Reno tear from somebody. I just want it to just leak out.
Can we call that a tear?
I don't know
what that was. Yeah.
I don't think
there was something wrong with that.
By the way,
Something was not right.
Achilles Yadav, thank you for the like there on Facebook. I'm sorry if I pronounced your name wrong, but I did see that pop up there. So thank you. We do appreciate that.
Oh, yeah.
If he pronounced it wrong, let us know. We will kick Leon off the podcast.
That might be racist.
And a whole black man down.
All right, I got another one here. I like the most 2025 bet of all time.
Okay.
Gender of unauthorized person / streaker on the field. Male minus 750, female plus 400, non-binary plus 475.
Well, how do we know if they're non-binary?
Exactly.
We're gonna have to make a post to tell us.
When does this get paid out? Because, what if you never know and that your money just sits in limbo?
Yeah, are we going to the New Orleans Police Department arrest records and looking that up?
I mean, yeah, you have to at that point. It's public information.
Yeah.
It's definitely. Do you think that we're going to get a field rusher? I don't think so.
For sure.
No,
There's going to be a protester.
Look, it's the Super
Absolutely.
Bowl. You already have heightened security because of the Super Bowl. Then heightened security because of what happened on January 1st, that tragedy in New Orleans. And now President Trump being the first sitting president to go to the Super Bowl.
That's why we're getting one.
I understand the motivation. There's some people would be upset with that. But considering that threefold, that's like security times 3x. You know what I mean? You're going to get patted down buying $87 chicken fingers at this game. There's no way someone's getting on the field.
You got this.
We
Philly
say
fans. They'll find a way.
Yeah.
It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia is a documentary, I think, at this point. So they can find a way to get on the field.
Hey, Charlie, let's get out here and tackle Mahomes.
I hope they have some type of involvement in something during the game.
Well,
That'd be awesome. I think they're there.
Didn't they show up in Minnesota when they won the Super Bowl a few years ago? Wasn't there a Sunday episode?
I think Rob McElhaney and Kate Olsen are there. I think they're together, right?
What do you mean together? Like they fucking?
Like I think they're a couple.
Oh,
but I think I saw a picture with them down there, so sure they'll be there.
I know Bradley Cooper.
Here's another one.
Bradley Cooper was slinging cheesesteaks in New Orleans out of a food truck. I saw that. And
nice.
Bryce Harper, apparently, even though he's allegedly a Cowboys fan, I guess he's all in on the Birds. Mike Trout's a big Birds guy. I wonder will Mike Trout be there? Maybe Mike Trout is.
He probably will be, but nobody will be able to identify him.
Who, Mike Trout?
Yeah. He'll just be sitting there.
It's hard to tell baseball players. Yeah.
A, because he plays for the Angels and no one watches the Angels, and B, because he's actually healthy. So yeah, he's got that Anthony Davis thing going on.
Here's another one. Official power outage in Superdome again. Plus 5,000.
I like the next one right below it.
Big Dom in an on-field altercation, also plus
Play-
5,000.
Play Johnny Cash or Nine Inch Nails Hurt into commercials. Why the hell is because of Jalen Hurts?
The grammar on some of these are. I don't know
Well,
who's putting
Scotty,
this up.
you're on an
Yeah, I know you're about to
offshore
say. I
betting
know.
site there.
Yeah.
I don't think English is their second or third language over there.
Hurts so good.
That might be
Commercial.
racist.
Oh, what we got?
Let's see.
Show Brady highlights during broad. Oh yeah, Brady. What do you define? Go back up, Scotty. What do you define as a Tom Brady highlight during the broadcast? If Tom Brady gets shown during a clip, does that count as a highlight? Because you know they're going to show him
think
dropping
Brady-
the pass.
Yeah, I'm
in the
hoping
Super
it's
Bowl.
for that one. Yeah.
That's a highlight. Yeah, if he's in it.
They're
think
going to
that's
show like montages from the Eagles winning before, so you know Tom Brady's going to show up and like it's part of that game.
Yeah, I mean it's minus 200. So
What's the
oh, wait,
where's
no,
the
no for
Gatorade?
minus 200. Yes is plus 150.
Where's
This
the
is all
Gatorade?
broadcast stuff.
Ooh,
Yeah. Give me
so the Gatorade, I believe I don't have the stat in front of me, but I believe yellow or something like that was like minus 220 or something earlier in the week. I have from a good source.
Oh.
I have from a good source. Who knows someone who knows someone who knows someone. That the color in the cups during the game is going to be yellow or green or whatever, like that lemon lime Gatorade color. But that doesn't necessarily mean
It's not the one they're dumping.
that's going to be what's dumped. But I have from a good source, and
I'm thinking purple.
purple
I like purple.
rain.
They don't
Okay.
have Gatorade on here.
Scotty, what
Who's
are you
your source? I want to
scrolling?
hear. I want to know how you
I'm
have
looking
a
for the
source on
Gatorade
this.
lines.
Oh,
It's probably it's the post game, isn't it?
I'll tell you off air. A good reporter does not disclose his sources, sir. What is this, Watergate? I'm not telling you my fucking sources.
There we go.
It doesn't say Gatorade. Color of liquid poured on winning coach.
Purple plus 300. Let's go.
Orange plus 900.
Like orange,
is not bad.
yeah. Orange. Also blue because there's like 30 different blue Gatorades. So that's not
True.
bad at plus 1,200.
Clear, go over to the right, Scotty. Clear at plus 500 actually isn't bad. You know,
Red
like,
at plus 1600 is crazy.
How much red? I mean, there's the fruit punch and like,
Fruit punch. It's one of the most popular ones.
but I feel like the most
I
popular
don't think-
Gatorade is probably orange. You know, like especially people our age, like Michael Jordan. You know, the orange Gatorade back in the day. By the way, with Gatorade in the glass bottle back in the day, it just hit different. It was like yellow Wendy's.
Yeah. Andy Reid to say burger during on-field interview. Plus 500.
There needs to be one. Will someone be dressed up like Andy Reid in the crowd? That needs to be one because you know, player to propose to girlfriend plus 400. Hey, Saquon's got a. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna bet on that. I'm gonna go to whatever.
Oh yeah, it's Saquon's birthday. Also,
Saquon's
he's gonna
birthday.
be-
Saquon's got a lovely lady that he's with. He's going to win MVP. He's going to break the rushing record. He's going to propose to this young lady. I'm going with the trifecta for Saquon.
All right.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
his Saquon props scare me. Maybe you can do a touchdown and a alternate like 100-yard rushing, but his rushing prop is so high. Like
Yeah.
against the Commanders, he did not hit his rushing prop.
Wait, Scotty.
Which sounds crazy to say.
Well, they were also kicking the shit out of them. You know what I mean? Like, they
But he
did-
still had a great game, and he didn't hit his player prop.
Will Jalen Hurts sing Eagles anthem on the field? So is this Jalen Hurts singing "Fly Eagles Fly"?
God, I hope not.
Yes. Oh, we
Yep.
already did these.
A better prop would be: will the city of Philadelphia exist tomorrow, one way or another? Will they burn it down out of anger, or will they burn it down out of celebration? Will Philadelphia look like Ukraine tomorrow? I need
Over-under.
that prop.
On Philadelphia fans being arrested. I'm setting it
Oh.
at 100.
That's probably already. That happened last night.
easily. I'm sure. Look, the old Veteran Stadium had a jail. in there for Eagles fans. I'm sure they have something similar set up in the Superdome just for Eagles fans this evening. The New Orleans City Jail is full of people in green jerseys right now. And I love them. You know what? I hate them, but I love them. I have Philadelphia roots. I'm backing the Birds
Yeah, I just hate them.
this week, just because of that. They're America's asshole, and I love them for it.
No,
I thought that was Ohio.
No, Ohio is America's armpit.
Oh,
You know,
okay.
it just stinks
And
and it's terrible.
It's funny to see these penalized, and the Eagles are the favorite in all of them. Team to be penalized first for roughing the passer. Eagles minus 160.
Oh yeah.
Most personal fouls minus 130.
If you so much as like sneeze on Patrick Mahomes, you're going to get ejected during this game. Though I will say, to you guys, there's been a lot of conversation about Kansas City and the penalties and the bias toward them. Do you guys feel like Philadelphia may get more flags in their favor in this game because there's such scrutiny on the officials in the last few weeks?
Well, I thought that about Buffalo. I said it on the podcast. It didn't happen, but like I said, we did see the refs try to give the Eagles a touchdown, which I've never heard of before because we were trying to play defense. So who knows? Maybe these are the two teams the refs want to be here. Maybe they cancel each other out.
Chris, what do you think? You think Philadelphia gets a few more flag in their direction, or?
I think that it will be called fairly, and somebody's going to whine about it either way. So,
Scotty, go back up. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Stop.
we're at the Taylor Swift portion now. Your favorite?
Okay. Hey, she ain't no favorite of mine, but I will say, the red the other day at the Grammys.
Yeah, let's
go back
let's
up.
move on.
Go back up there. Swift on TV in America, the Beautiful performance. Do we know for certain that they're doing America the Beautiful?
They must be.
I guess.
I mean, if it's not, then this would cancel the bid out.
They're gonna show her, and I guarantee you they're gonna show her.
Yeah.
During like when they say beautiful at some point, they're gonna show her. Where would Donna Kelsey be sitting in front of Swift, either to the side? She's going to the. She's gonna be on the side.
The side, right?
Yeah, because Mama's gonna hug her. Yeah. With Taylor Swift to be
National
on TV
anthem?
during the national anthem.
Plus 350.
Yes,
But
without a doubt.
they need to put some money in here and just bet all these Taylor Swift props. Make some money.
Who will be seen first during the anthem? Travis Kelce or Taylor Swift? You going?
They're going to do Kelsey. They'll do Kelsey and then Swift.
Yeah,
they're going to go
immediately after. Yeah.
This is definitely plus 300. Broadcast mentions that Taylor Swift was an Eagles fan.
That's true. She was a Birds fan. She's from Pennsylvania,
Plus
right?
300. I think so. I know I've seen pictures of her with the Eagles gear on.
I mean, same area, so I guess.
Chiefs CEO Clark Hunt mentioned Swift during speech. No, but
Nah.
if one of the daughters speaks, I think they may. Which, by the way, Clark Hunt, all this guy does is produce dimes. Like, you see these daughters?
Yeah, they look like a purge family.
It's time to move on.
They definitely purge that whole family.
Who is Hadid? I have no idea who that is.
Gigi Hadid.
What are you talking about?
Who the fuck is that?
Oh, did I miss something? Oh,
she's a
right
model.
Oh, okay. How long
Oh,
after
that is-
kickoff until Taylor Swift is shown? Oh, that's a good prop.
This is game minutes?
I'm guessing actual minutes, but I'm guessing as soon as Travis Kelce makes his first catch, they're going to show her. And I think they're probably going to try to go to him on that first drive. Ooh, which I got to go look at Travis Kelce catching a pass on the first drive, what the odds are on that one.
Can we discuss how much fun Jameis Winston is having down there this week?
Jameis Winston needs just to be a petticoat driver or whatever that is.
He is
rickshaw driver in New Orleans.
The most entertaining human being in the world right now. I've enjoyed every video I've seen. He was driving the little bicycle carriage thing and singing. He's doing crazy interviews. He's just having a blast. I think everybody should take a little unbridled happiness from Jameis Winston and apply it to their life.
Yes, Jameis Winston's America's quarterback.
We could all be more like Jameis, minus stealing crab legs from Publix. But other than that, we could all should
Allegedly.
be more like allegedly. We should all be more like. Hey, Publix has some nice crab legs.
I don't remember if this was the story back then, but it had to be what happened. He was probably getting a hookup, and then I guess this person wasn't there, and he tried to go in and just get some crab legs, and got busted.
Post game,
not that big of a deal.
Chiefs win, and Swift announces pregnancy.
I was waiting for you to stop talking so I could get this.
Plus 2,000.
Imagine putting $100 and winning $2,000 because the Chiefs won, and then Taylor Swift announced she was pregnant after the game.
Pretty much. Did they get hammered and Travis knock one past the goalie? Wait.
First
Go back
game.
up.
Let's go to our predictions. Come on.
Swift.
I'm trying to go through these quick, but Leon keeps stopping me.
Swift. Well, I've seen the ones that are interesting. Swift puts on.
I know. I'm stopping at the ones that are interesting.
Shirt or hat, and I forgot my computer is touchscreen. Holy shit!
That's not interesting.
-2. No is -270. Plus is 180. Yeah. If they win, she goes down on the field. He's putting her hat on her head.
Well, that's the thing, though. They have to win, and then she has to come down and do this, and then they have to put it on TV.
Oh, it's happening. I put my hat on my wife's head like all the time, and I'm just drunk and debaucherous. If he wins the Super Bowl, he's putting his hat on his girl's head.
We don't need to hear about your bedroom experiences, okay? All right, let's get through these. Stop stopping me.
The booze is kicking in.
Yeah, it's been kicking in. I'm trying to get you out of here.
Let's just skip the rest of these. We're good.
I was trying to see if there was anything else crazy on here.
Swift drinking champagne at the Chiefs after party. Who's watching that? Who knows?
This is a good one. Swift and Brittany Mahomes shown yelling at each other.
Now define yelling. Like if Travis scores a touchdown on like a bastardized version of the tush push, and they're like screaming at each other, is that yelling, or are they yelling about politics?
Probably
because they're allegedly on different sides.
You don't know what they're saying. So yeah, probably
go back up. I'm sorry.
Each other's. There you go.
Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce singing duet on field plus 5,000. What is he going to sing? You belong with me or whatever with the Super Bowl trophy. Like what?
That's just them stealing money. You see, they put all these at plus 5,000. They're like, somebody's going to put $10 on it.
Taylor Swift holding a drink during a live shot at -175. You can bank that all day long. Dave Portnoy has been pleading for her to pick up a high noon. There's been high noons like in the suite around her before, but you've never seen her, which by the way, I'll give her credit. She's smart. You never see her holding anything branded from a drinking standpoint, because imagine how much money she would make if Taylor Swift drinks Coke or whatever, I'm sure she's going to make that deal at some point, but you never see her drinking anything branded. But yeah, she's definitely going to have a drink. Will Taylor Swift have a nip slip during the game?
America, what are we doing here?
Plus,
why would she have a nip slip? She wouldn't be in any type of situation to have a nip slip. She's not performing.
We don't know
be in the booth.
Maybe Travis
we don't know that.
is going Justin Timberlake and just pulling that thing open like
that's true. Wow, I do like this one. Taylor Swift song "Tom Brady" makes reference to first.
Ooh,
probably Bad Blood, because you can say Bad Blood in the pregame
or Shake It Off.
Which
these other two kind of have to. But I think that has to come like later in the game.
No. Tom Brady's going to make. You know what, Scotty? I'm going to bet on this. Tom Brady's going to make a Shake It Off reference in the first quarter, because somebody's going to go 3 and out on a drive in the first quarter, and Tom Brady's going to be like, "Oh, Jalen Hurts is going to have to shake it off and get back out there." It's going to happen.
Yeah, maybe, but he might say Bad Blood in the pregame also. So, all right.
Taylor Swift appeared in a Super Bowl commercial plus 550. That's. I don't know what her advertising thing is, but if someone has her, she's going to show up.
All right, last one. Travis Kelce to propose and retire plus 2,500.
That's worth it. You put $10 on that.
But again, retire when? Does he have to? Yeah. No. What'd you say? How much?
If you put $10 on it, what is that? $250?
Yeah. $250.
I mean, Travis Kelce to
Does he have to
propose
retire today?
a retire at plus 2,500. I feel like if they win, and especially if he has a big game, he's going to retire. I don't know about the proposed thing, but he's going to go out on top like John Elway. The guy's older. He's slowing down. He can make more money off the field than he can on the field. Him and his brother are going to get shoved down our throats already more than what they already are. They got their podcast. He's good. It's more beneficial to him to be with her and be her boyfriend and to do stuff with his brother from a financial standpoint than to play football.
But he loves the game.
I'll be the trophy husband for sure.
Hey, that's my goal. I'm trying to be trophy husband. I'm trying to get my wife to make some millions so I can just retire and play with the dog.
That you don't have.
We used to have a dog. He was my best friend. We go on.
If you were a trophy, it would be a bowling ball trophy.
The bowling ball grip, baby.
Let's get out of here. All right. Predictions on the actual game. Who do we think is going to win? What's the score going to be?
All right. I'll say mine for last. Scotty, you want to go first?
Sure. So I don't like a side or a total here. I've been waffling on both the last 2 weeks. For a side, if you asked me 2 weeks ago, I would have said the Chiefs. If you'd have asked me 2 days ago, I would have said the Eagles. I have no clue. So I'm just not going to give a satisfaction to any Eagles fans of picking them. I do have a future on the Chiefs. I got that at plus 550 a couple months ago. So I'm just going to ride that out. If you look last week, both of these teams kind of misleading on the scores. Of course, the Eagles destroyed from the scoreboard my Commanders. But the Chiefs aren't going to turn the ball over 4 times. We were moving the ball and scoring anytime we didn't turn it over. So I think the Chiefs are going to have some success offensively. And then you look at the Chiefs against the Bills. I think the Bills were the better team. The Bills should have won, even without those calls that the refs may or may not have missed. It was coaching. They kept doing that 2B tush push where they go over to left guard instead of just doing a real tush push with your giant quarterback. That wasn't working. They stopped giving the ball to James Cook. He was having all this success. He only got 14 carries. He should have had about 25, and then just some bad play calls. The Eagles are not going to stop giving the ball to Saquon. If James Cook can run the ball on you, then Saquon's going to. So I think this is going to be a very, very close game. Wouldn't be surprised to see a similar score from 2 years ago. I think that 48.5 is usually a big number for Super Bowls recently, but I'm going to go with the over. I'm going to say 30-27 Kansas City Chiefs, and kind of a similar looking game that we saw 2 years ago.
30-27 Kansas City. Do you think it's going to be a Harrison Butker late field goal? That's the difference?
That's what they do. They're going to get the ball. It's going to be tied. It's going to be about 4 minutes left. They're going to dink and dunk down the field, get in field goal range, kick a 40-yard field goal, walk off. Chiefs win.
God damn it. Chiefs 3 straight Super Bowls. Oh, God.
I was on the Eagles until this morning, really. I think kind of a gut thing, and really I don't want to bet on the Eagles at all. I hate the Eagles. And also, this might be nothing, but Kellen Moore, they announced last night that he's going to be the Saints head coach. Is he really tuned into this game? Is it any kind of distraction? I don't know. Just a gut feeling Chiefs win a close one like they always do, but I'm not confident in that at all. I'm more confident in the over than I am the Chiefs.
That's a good point. What was it? Last time they were in the Super Bowl, was it Jonathan Gannon, I think it was, left to go to Arizona to become head coach there, and they lost that one. So, no, that's a good point. Chris, what do you got here?
Chiefs 26, Eagles 18. Why not a wacky score? Why not a wacky game?
This game could go any type of way. I don't know.
26-18.
Fuck the Eagles. Die, Eagles, die.
All right. So for my pick here, a couple things. We showed this last week, but I'm going to bring it back again. Who is America rooting for here? If I can get this banner off, give me one
That's
second
good.
here. Chiefs, Eagles, or Meteor Strike? The Meteor Strike taking America by storm. Apparently, we have a meteor maybe coming in 2032. If that can come earlier, praise be to Allah. Let this thing come, or whoever, Spirit and Sky, whoever make this thing come
We got
early.
that's an election year, right?
2032. We had an election in 2024,
It's
2028.
every 4 years, right?
2032. Yeah.
That makes sense then.
Okay. So then we got also wanted to bring this up. An estimated 22.6 million U.S. workers are expected to be off Monday due to the Super Bowl. As Chris said, this thing should be on a Saturday. We should all be recovering today, but many people are calling out of work tomorrow.
I said
I
that,
will
but
not
that's
be.
okay.
Oh, that was you. Okay. I will not be. I will be at work. We know Chris doesn't have a job, so he will not be at work. But a lot of people will be calling out there. And then I had a video. Hold on. I'm sorry. I had a video and I thought I uploaded it. I guess I didn't. God damn it. I don't have it in front of me. I don't want to ruin the
Moron.
stat. Yeah, you just go ahead and boo it. Yeah, fuck it. All right. Here's my pick. First of all, our good friend Michael Biseglia did text with me earlier. I asked him what his thoughts was. Mike says, give me Kansas City minus the point and give him the under. He said he is feeling a 24-21 vibe. 24-21 vibe. He's feeling
Wait, who
Kansas
said
City
that?
getting Mike.
Okay.
So yesterday in the group chat, I sent you guys a pick, and I'm standing by this. I am going fly, Eagles fly on the road to victory. I am going Philadelphia.
And
It's not
and
about
also this.
That might be racist.
Also this.
That might be
Because
racist.
it's Philly. So it has to be.
it's not about me. It's not about me. This is a family pick for me. Okay, I got Philadelphia roots on my side of the family. I got Philadelphia roots on my wife's side of the family. Okay, there's some cheesesteak in my blood. All right, there's some tomato pie in my blood. I tried to
Not
deny
surprising.
it, but I am going with the birds. Give me 26-24. Philadelphia, Saquon Barkley, MVP. New York Giants fans like Michael Biseglia going to be crying. They're going to be screaming. Making Gunter as well, a big Giants fan. They're going to be beside themselves because Saquon was the ultimate. I'm going to bet on myself and do it. But give me the birds, 26-24. Broad Street is going to burn tonight in Philadelphia. If you live in Philadelphia, put your car in a parking garage tonight.
Shelter in
Do it
place.
right now. In fact, drive your car to like Bethlehem. Drive your car to Pottstown. Park it there. The city will burn tonight in celebration. Give me the birds, baby. Fly, Eagles, fly. 26-24 over Kansas City.
You, sir, are a flightless bird. You're too big
Yeah.
to get off the ground.
What's
Big
a
ass-
flightless? What's a flightless
Big ass
bird?
penguin.
Is it an
Penguin.
ostrich?
Penguin.
Ostriches are flightless. Emus, penguins.
I fucking hate penguins. Sidney Crosby can give Scotty a reach around. I would if I'm a flightless bird, I would like to be an ostrich. You know, give me that.
I think penguin is better or
I
slower.
think you're just a really, really
Shorter.
fat chicken.
Not that fast.
By the way, if you're a
But I am
chicken,
glad you did your best Dom Toretto impersonation with your
Thank you.
family.
thank you.
Good.
By the way,
Real quick.
Yeah.
You mentioned MVP. Forgot to do that one.
Oh,
Pat
yeah, we should.
Mahomes,
Yeah.
plus 110. What's crazy is the favorite for the Eagles, if they win, is not Jalen Hurts. It is Saquon, which makes sense. But it's just kind of wild that
usually it's
Uh,
quarterback.
Who's your
Eagles.
MVP pick, Scotty?
if I'm picking the Chiefs, Mahomes, but that's too easy. So let's say, let's get crazy. Let's say Isaiah Pacheco with the week off is finally healthy as a long shot. 10,000 to 1. So, or no, 100 to 1 plus 10,000.
I don't care about
Why
the
not?
odds. I'm just gonna go out there. I'm gonna say Kareem Hunt. He's probably gonna get 2 rushing touchdowns today.
It's gonna be Mahomes if they win, but yeah.
Saquon
Or
Barkley.
Chris Jones is also interesting.
Saquon
He's
Barkley
plus 6,600.
gets the MVP. You're going to see Rob McElhaney. You're going to see Mike Trout. You're going to see Bryce Harper. They're all going to be down on the field. Angelo's cheesesteaks all around for everyone. Get the pizza. Fuck Pachinginos. Go to Angelo's. Go to the Knicks. Get you roast pork on the broccoli Rob. Go to D'Alessandro's. Philadelphia all the way. Fly, Eagles, fly. I'm riding with them. We're going. We're going, baby. You know what? I might flip over a car in celebration with my family north of the Mason-Dixon there in that awful city of Philadelphia. It smells like urine, but that's okay. I like to drink and eat there. I might flip over a car. I might set something on fire. I might punch a horse. There's some guy ate shit in this, like literally ate shit. Like horse shit in the street last time they won. People will be greasing up light poles and going down. Like it's going to be debauchery.
Let's not talk about that.
Oh yeah, that guy did die.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace, homie. You know what? This fireball's for you, sir.
Dude. I hope that's the same bottle at least that you started the show on.
I'm not a big fireball guy, so yes, it is the same bottle.
As it's chugging them at 9 a.m.
Hey. You got to do something. Me and Michael Pasaglia got drunk 3 separate times during the first Giants Super Bowl.
All right, hit the fucking music.
You got to do it. All right, we're getting the fuck out of here. Make sure to subscribe. See us on Facebook and Rumble and Instagram. Subscribe, be a friend, tell a friend, all that good shit. We'll see you back here on Thursday. We'll do a little post-mortem on this on the Let's Not Do This podcast. And until then, go Birds.